Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is Wyln News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. Wyln News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on Wyln News. I'm Ryan Prosick. Crews in West Hazelton were called to the scene of a plow fire on Sunday. According to officials, the vehicle fire occurred near the shopping plaza on Susquehanna Boulevard. Officials say the fire was quickly put under control by arriving personnel. After an investigation, it was reported that the fire was caused by a mechanical failure. No injuries were reported as a result of the fire. However, officials say the plow truck is considered a total loss. A man has been arrested after officials say he was impersonating a police officer. Paul Dolan has been charged after an individual reported a suspicious interaction. On December 13th, the individual had a flat tire on Old 115 when Dolan approached him and claimed he was a police officer. Dolan demanded that the individual move the car onto the dirt road section of Church Road. After an investigation, it was discovered that Dolan was not a police officer, and he was arrested on December 23rd. Dolan's vehicle was searched after a search warrant was executed on Christmas Eve, and officers found police and EMS gear believed to have been stolen, along with drugs and several weapons. Dolan has been charged with impersonating a public servant, theft, driving without a license, and drug and weapon charges. If you or someone you know is a victim of the crimes committed, you are asked to contact Officer Ed Wideau at wideau@laymantownship.com. A wind advisory and a flood watch have been issued for Luzerne County. According to the National Weather Service, Luzerne County is expected to potentially experience wind gusts of up to 50 miles per hour and excessive runoff due to rain and snow melting on Tuesday afternoon into Wednesday. Residents are warned that gusty winds may blow around unsecured objects and blow down tree limbs. According to the wind advisory, the strongest wind gusts are expected in areas of high elevation and along north and west-facing slopes. The National Weather Service also warns that flooding may occur in low-lying and flood-prone locations and that creeks and streams may rise out of their banks. For additional details about the weather advisories, you could visit weather.gov. A man from New Jersey is scheduled to be sentenced later this week after he pled guilty to the death of a Pennsylvania teen 2 decades ago. Brian Gregory Quinn from Woodbury is awaiting trial for the death of 17-year-old Shamar Washington from Williamsport, who died in 2001. According to authorities, Washington's body was found without identification by hunters in Hemlock Township. Washington was reported missing 6 days before his body was found. According to officials, the autopsy revealed that Washington had been shot, beaten, and stabbed. Quinn has been behind bars since his arrest in March of 2022. Officials say the sentencing was postponed until Wednesday so that family members of the victim could attend. According to officials, some witnesses also report that another person was involved in the crime. However, no one else has been charged in the death of Washington at this time. The 108th Pennsylvania Farm Show kicked off this past weekend for the largest agricultural exhibition in the country. This year's farm show will have multiple competitions and shows showcasing the livestock, musical entertainment, and of course, milkshakes. Congressman G.T. Thompson spoke about the unique event during a press conference on Saturday.
I mean, there's nothing like it around the country. As I prepared for the 2024 Farm Bill, I've had the opportunity to visit, more than 3/4 of the states in this great country and spend time in farmland. And, this farm show really is the envy of the nation. And sometimes we take it for granted. You think about the farm show, going to get my milkshake, going to check out the butter sculpture, just all the tens of thousands of things that you can stop and do in here. But we should never take it for granted. This is a celebration. This is a showcase of Pennsylvania's #1 industry, really America's #1 industry, agriculture.
Lieutenant Governor Austin Davis also spoke at the event, and he took the time to highlight the importance of agriculture across the Commonwealth.
The governor and I know agriculture is at the heart of every community in Pennsylvania, from our rural towns and townships to our cities and urban centers. In my own experience, I've seen the impact of community gardens can have to unite neighborhoods and build connections. I've also seen how vertical growing complexes and sprawling greenhouses create opportunities while bringing nutritious foods to the places that need them the most.
The farm show opened its doors to the public on January 6th and will be open until January 13th. Luzerne County is looking to hire a director for the county's recently merged 911 Communications and Emergency Management Agency. The merger between the two agencies was approved late last year. The advertised salary for the position is $90,000 to $92,000, and the deadline to apply for the position is January 19th. According to officials, the next goal for the merged agencies after hiring a director is to locate both agencies inside the same building. Coming up on Wyln News, online voting is now open for the annual Paint the Plow contest. Plus, Hanover Township Police visit a local daycare. But first, take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the Wyln Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Zyla and tomorrow's gonna be windy.
Weather Kids is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Your health deserves a partner.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today. There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 for more information. Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35. WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Welcome back to Wyln News. A woman is wanted by the Carbon County Sheriff's Office. Tanya Fox is wanted on charges of false identification to law enforcement and DUI. She is known to have ties to the Weatherly area. If you have any information regarding Fox's whereabouts, you are asked to contact the Carbon County Sheriff's Office at 570-325-2821. The Hanover Township Police Department visited the Magic World Daycare to meet with students. During the event, officers gave a safety presentation covering topics such as following the rules, being safe while walking to and from school, and safely crossing the street. K9 Blue was also in attendance at the event, and Patrolman Farver spoke with the students about Blue's qualifications and daily duties. The students even had the opportunity to give Blue a pet. PennDOT has announced that the online voting for Paint the Plow is now open. Paint the Plow is a PennDOT outreach program that promotes safe winter driving and recognizes high school art programs. Under the program, participating high school students are invited to paint a snowplow with original artwork showcasing the year's theme. The 2023 theme is Seat Belts Are Always in Season. Local students participating include Hazleton Area High School, Hanover Area High School, and North Pocono High School. To view all of the District 4 entries and to vote, you could visit PennDOT's website at penndot.pa.gov. Participation is limited to one vote per person per district. Voting ends at 11:59 p.m. on Monday, January 15th. PennDOT has announced that all driver license and photo centers will be closed for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. The centers will be closed from January 13th to January 15th in observance of the holiday. However, all forums, publications, and training manuals will still be available online on PennDOT's website. If you are planning to visit a PennDOT online messenger service center on a holiday, you are encouraged to call ahead for the center's hours of operation. Coming up on Nanticoke's News Choice, we recap local sports and more on Let's Talk Sports. Plus, Heritage Hill is selling soup for a good cause on this week's Good News Monday. Then we check in with Luzerne County Manager Imelda Crocomo on Crocomo's County Report. So stay right here because we'll be right back on WYLN TV.
Hey, it's Justin from Grand Central, and our trained sleep professionals are here to help you sleep like never before. With an extensive line of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we are sure to find you the right mattress at the right price. Free delivery and removal, interest-free financing for up to 60 months, and same or next day delivery on select models.
And don't forget, everyday low prices.
Stop in to one of our 2 locations,
Route 93 in Escapec,
Or downtown Hazleton.
and see why Northeast and Central Pennsylvania sleeps better with Grand Central.
Hello, I'm Wyln historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update, posted daily between noon and 2 p.m., powered by Lehigh Valley Health Network. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Hi everybody, this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, my buddy behind the scenes, Ryan, is going to tell his story about how he decided to come here for chiropractic care.
Welcome back to a Monday edition of Let's Talk Sports. Like I said, we have some local sports to get to. Not a whole lot because the snowstorm did ruin some plans and some events this past weekend, but they'll be making those up in the coming week or weeks. We'll see how the schedules play out, but I want to congratulate the Unified Bocce Ball team at Hazleton area for their successful finishes over Monoy area. Both their teams came out successful, so congratulations to them. And if you haven't tried bocce ball in your lifetime, I suggest you do so. It's pretty fun, and honestly, it's not hard to get into, and it's a fantastic sport to play, if I do say so myself. We also have Hazleton area girls basketball. They're 10-1. They take on Crestwood tonight at 7:15. So looking forward to that one. I'll recap that one tomorrow. And of course, like I said, we'll get to all the other sporting events that did not happen over the weekend. When they happen, I know boys basketball got canceled as well. They moved the game up, but the snow waits for no one. So anyway, we're going to move into NFL because it's week 18 and We had some dramatic finishes and dramatic wins on Saturday and Sunday. Pittsburgh with a win over Baltimore's backups, but due to the Jaguars losing on Sunday, Pittsburgh will be in the playoffs, as well as Houston. Houston picks up a victory over Indianapolis. Little last-second drama there on that wheel route on 4th down, but the Gardner Minshew couldn't get it done, and Houston is your division champ heading into the playoffs, and they will play the Cleveland Browns, who lost this past weekend, but like I said, they were playing backups, so don't put too much stock into that one. Like I said, we had Tennessee over Jacksonville, which sent Jacksonville home. Derrick Henry had a huge game in what might be his last game as a Tennessee Titan. So great stuff there. We also had New Orleans over Atlanta. Of course, if Tampa Bay would have lost, they didn't. New Orleans would have been in as they beat Atlanta 48-17. A lot of tensions were flaring at the end of the game. They were on the 1-yard line, and they were in kneel-down formation, and they gave it to Jamal Williams for his first touchdown of the season, and former head coach Arthur Smith did not like that too much as he was fired in the late hours last night as Atlanta looks to rebuild. But Jameis Winston gave quite an interview about the whole situation, and this whole situation would be a whole nother segment on its own, as the coach doesn't have the players' backs and the players are going against the coach, and it's just a weird situation to end the season, especially on a blowout victory like this one. But Jamal Williams deserved that touchdown in my eyes. Obviously, Arthur Smith has the right to be mad at a kneel-down formation, but Jamal Williams led the league in touchdowns last year. This was his first this year. We also had Tampa Bay 9-0 over Carolina. They'll be taking on the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday Night Football. Tampa with a 9-0 victory. And, talking about those Eagles, they lost the Giants 27-10. They're not looking too great heading into the playoffs. Maybe things will rebound, but the stories I've been hearing out of Philadelphia with the players and the drama and the staff going on, it's going to be a very fast postseason in Philadelphia. We also had Green Bay over Chicago. Green Bay is in with a 17-9 victory over Chicago. They're going to be playing Dallas in the Sunday afternoon time slot. And then we had the Rams beating the San Francisco 49ers. And you know what that means? Sunday night, Matthew Stafford returns to Detroit for their first playoff game in what feels like forever. It might be forever, but they definitely hosted one before. Also, we had Dallas over Washington, secures the division, 38-10. Like I said, they'll be taking on the Packers. And we also had Buffalo 21 over Miami 14. And this is a doomsday scenario for Miami. It sends them to Kansas City, where the wind chill is projected to be minus 18 degrees come playoff time next week. And Buffalo, they get a nice, easy matchup against the Steelers. So congrats to Buffalo for securing the 2 seed and winning the division when everybody counted them out. But that does it for this edition of Let's Talk Sports. We'll be right back here tomorrow to recap everything and more. See you then. Have a good one.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Chura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazelton, 570-454-7229.
WYLN TV 35 is expanding and is on the hunt for a dynamic salesperson to join our vibrant team. If you've got the passion and the drive, we want to hear from you. Send your resume to the email displayed on your screen. Don't miss this great opportunity.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network. There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 for more information. WYLN is first in live sports. Winter sports starts in January. Make sure you check out WYLN TV for all the sports action. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton is proud to partner with WYLN to bring you all the best high school sports action. Lehigh Valley Health Network is your orthopedics and sports medicine partner.
Heritage Hill Senior Community in Weatherly is holding a winter soup sale in collaboration with the Alzheimer's Association. The sale is running from now until Wednesday, January 17th, with the options of either beef vegetable or chicken noodle soup. Each quart of soup is $8 and all proceeds go to the Alzheimer's Association. Heritage Hill Marketing Director Rachel Tim spoke with us about the importance of the Alzheimer's Association to the senior community and their families.
The Alzheimer's Association, they provide a lot of support to families that are dealing with Alzheimer's disease, that have loved ones with the disease. They have a resource line. They have so many resources out there to help people. And they also, focus on research for a cure for the disease, and that's a huge part of what they do. And, we see every day the effect that the memory loss, the Alzheimer's disease, how it affects individuals and their families. And it's just really something near and dear to our hearts.
Tim told us that the goal is to sell 20 quarts of both beef vegetable and chicken noodle soups. To place an order, you could call Heritage Hill at 570-427-4500. Soup pickup will be on Wednesday, January 24th from 2 to 5 p.m. at 806th Street in Weatherly. Crocomo's County Reports. I'm here with County Manager Romilda Crocomo. Romilda, how's it going?
Happy New Year.
Exactly. Yeah, I should have started with that one. And that's kind of funny because it's the topic of our conversation.
It is.
We're going to talk about goals for 2024 because we have a long year ahead of us and we have a lot we want to get done. So tell the people about it.
Absolutely. And we're back and better than ever. So I just want to thank you for having me on the show. And in 2024, I hope to bring other division heads and council members and department heads here to explain to the viewers what county government is and what we do. It's your county government. We work for you, and I want to keep the public informed. So there's some things that we started in 2023 that we are going to finalize in 2024. The biggest issue here in the southern part of the county is that we will have our row offices here. We're finalizing the logistics for the move. We have to make sure we have the schedule, and we have to work with the unions to make sure that they're on board with the schedule. And hopefully by the end of January, some of the offices will be moving into City Hall. So that really is something that I'm really looking forward to having a presence here again in the southern part of the county. We're also started working on having town hall meetings. We will have at least 4 during the course of the year in different locations in the county, obviously here in the southern part of the county, in the Dallas area, and Pittston and Nanticoke, so that people can come and ask questions to our department and division heads if they have any particular question. I know it's difficult for people to get to the meetings, but we will come to you. The meetings are, by the way, the second and fourth Tuesday of the month. You can watch them on YouTube. You can attend by Zoom. And I encourage everyone to either go live in person or attend by Zoom and ask questions. There's a public comment time during the meetings. This is a way for you, the public, to tell us, your government workers, what you are concerned about. Maybe you have suggestions on what we can do to make things better. So I encourage people to come to the meetings.
Yeah, it's very important, especially with, we might be getting snow over the next couple of months, and Zoom and however these meetings are held is perfectly great because the public could comment on that and they don't have to be there because the roads are going to get bad because they always do this time of year. But we already looked back on 2023. We're looking ahead to 2024. Is there anything you have particular in mind besides the offices to get into the new year?
Well, what I'd like to do is really work on making the workforce more efficient and streamlining the work that we do. For example, at some point we would like to bring all the fiscal departments under budget and finance, which will really, I think, bring the county forward and be able to monitor our finances a lot more efficiently. We're going to focus on road repairs and reconstruction. We have a plan. We're applying for more grants than we normally do. This way, when we apply for grants, sometimes we get the grants, sometimes we don't. But the more that we apply for, the more the probability that we will get grants. That will help us repair and reconstruct our roads. We're hoping to reach out to municipalities that if we reconstruct a road, that the municipality would take it over after we pay for the reconstruction. We'll be working with that with the different municipalities that we have our county roads in. And we're also going to make a very concerted effort to work with the municipalities to share some of the administrative costs of plowing the roads, taking care of all the greenery on the side of the roads, things like that. So there's a lot of different plans that we have going forward. We're starting to formalize those plans so we can put them into effect. And we're looking forward to it.
A lot of big goals for 2024. Obviously, it's going to be a fantastic year, but how could people get in contact with you if there's any suggestions, heading into the new year?
Well, you can always reach me on the website. My email address is my first name, ROMILDA, .crocamo, CROCAMO, at Luzerne County, on all one word, .org. If you didn't write that down, you can check the website.
It'll be on the screen.
Yeah, it'll be, or it might be on the screen. Even better.
Yeah. So this has been a pleasure talking to you as always. We're ringing in the new year. Can't wait for another year of fun segments, get to learn more about Luzerne County. But that does it for Crocomo's County Reports, and we'll see you next time. And that does it for the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest news and updates on our YouTube, Facebook, or at our website at wylntv.com. Stay with us for a look at the weather.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.